Hi everyone, it's Sue. Just wanted to do an update video. Today is Tuesday. I'm having Tuesday the 24th of March. March 24th. I'm having my surgery on March 30th. So I'm 6 days out from surgery, or 6 days before surgery. And I had my pre-op appointment yesterday, but I am a week and a day into my 2-week pre-op diet, and I've been logging my food starting yesterday. I started logging everything I was eating and drinking. Really not getting in enough water. I got in 32 ounces yesterday, which is not enough, so I have to really focus more on drinking more water before the surgery, because it's going to be hard to drink it after the surgery, and I have to get used to just drinking, and I don't drink enough, so I have to really focus on that this week, really a lot. So my stats are, when I started this program in September, it was like the second week of September, I weighed 305. And when I started my pre-op diet on the 16th, I started my, Monday the 16th, I started my 2-week pre-op diet. I was 274. Today, a week and a day, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. Sorry. 9 days. I just woke up and it's like 6:30 in the morning. 9 days into my diet. So I started at 274 and I'm 255 today. So 19 pounds in 9 days. Yeah. So my goal actually in my head was, oh, wouldn't it be nice if I could weigh 250 before surgery? And I thought, that's not going to happen. And it is going to happen, actually. And maybe I'll weigh a little less than that. But 250 on my surgery date is my goal. So I really only have 5 pounds to go for that. And I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 days left. 6 days. So anyways, at the rate I'm going, I'll definitely be under 250. So lots of emotions going on in my head with this pre-op diet. And, I have been, since in the last 6 months, since September, I have cut back. I have not been eating, maybe once or maybe twice. Okay, let's be real. Maybe 3 times, okay, not more than 3 times in 6 months that I had like a fast food burger. And 2 other times we went out to eat. And one time we had fried seafood, but we shared it, but didn't matter, we had it. So basically, I've really I have changed my eating habits, like done a 180 on my eating habits. Eating lots of vegetables, more protein, much smaller portions. And I made that change right from the beginning. I stopped eating breads and pastas and, the extra carbs. No extra carbs. Besides those couple of times that we had gone out to eat. Nothing at home. And so, you know, I'm just going through the emotions at this point in my mind, like, I'm never going to eat that again. I'm never going to eat that again. I'm never going to be able to have a Wendy's hamburger again. Never be. Realistically, I will be able to. Will I want to? Hopefully not. I'm not craving it now. It's not what I'm craving now. You know, I'm just missing food because I'm not barely eating. So I decided that I'm going to go get some, and I haven't been doing this, get some broth. Like, I love Progresso French onion soup, so I'm just going to strain the soup, you know, just so it's the liquid and not the onions. But that broth is really good, and that's part of the liquid diet, and I can do that. It's not a full liquid diet. It's called a liquid diet, but it's not full liquid because I'm eating, you know, the cream of wheat and cream of rice. So I'm going to change it up a little, get a couple of different broths, the low sodium, low, you know, fat, whatever it is, broths. And just try to change it up a little. Don't get me wrong, I call it porridge, the cream of wheat and cream of rice. So when I refer to porridge, that's what I'm referring to. I love my porridge because Jack and I, but I put those different flavorings in that I've told you about. And every time I eat it, it's like pumpkin pie, or, you know, it's just so good. And my protein shakes. I am so hooked on mocha, German chocolate cake, and either caramel or almond. Oh my gosh. Half a cup of milk, some ice, scoop of protein powder, and then, you know, just a couple tablespoons of the different, not each one, just like a teaspoon of the caramel or almond, and maybe a couple tablespoons of the German chocolate, and a little bit more of the mocha. But it's all sugar-free. And, oh, those shakes are like to die for. I wasn't thinking, I mean, I'm a coffee drinker, but I'm not like a mocha, I didn't really think. But, oh, they're so good. So that's a good thing. You know, I'm really satisfied with what I'm eating. I just need more. No, I don't need more. I don't. I want more, but I don't need more. So it's just, again, I think everyone goes through this. And if you've had the surgery, you know, let me know. But again, a lot of people, from a lot of the videos that I watch, I mean, I've been 6 months of cutting back on foods and not eating the bad stuff and not eating anything, you know, and, you know, eating healthy, really healthy, smaller portions, you know, being very aware of what I'm eating. And so 6 months of that, not just, you know, I didn't just jump into the pre-op diet. I prepped myself for 6 months prior to this. And and I noticed that, you know, some of the videos I watch, that people are actually normal diets, what they've eaten the whole, like all their, you know, their, all the time, right up until, you know, 2 weeks before and stuff. And I'm not really sure. For me, I've needed this 6 months to make these significant changes in my life to be able to then continue those changes after surgery. So that's just my opinion. And, you know, it's a lifestyle of change. It's not 2 weeks before surgery change. It's a lifestyle. And this lifestyle has to follow with you. And so I feel, you know, very confident that I've prepped for that. But again, I'm going through that phase of, I think that mourning phase, you know, where I'm like, wow, what am I doing? I'm never going to be able to have this again. I'm never going to be able to have that again. But then again, I know that realistically I will be able to have that. Not very often, in small portions, But I can do that if I can control it. And so, but I was so happy eating all the, the veggetti stuff and the summer squash and the zucchini and all the healthy things that I was eating. And so that's what I just want to do again. But it's going to be a couple months. But after surgery, I'm not going to feel like eating, so that's okay. So like I said, I think I'm just in that phase of, first of all, I mean, I've lost 50 pounds since September, officially 50 pounds since September. And I know that's a lot of weight, but for me, my body, my mind hasn't caught up with it. And it's a change there is a change in my body, but not enough of a change for me to say, oh, wow, So I still feel 305 pounds in my head, but my body doesn't feel it, definitely. I feel better. I just realized this morning that it's been 6 months. I have really bad arthritis in my SI joint, which is in my lower back, in my butt. And I realized, and I was getting shots every 3 months. And within 2 to 3 weeks prior to receiving my next shot, I would start having significant pain. And I was thinking the other day, when was the last time I had an SI joint injection? Because it was every 3 months. And so I called and they said, October. I said, what? Yeah, you didn't have I was supposed to have an appointment in January. I guess I never made one. And I haven't really had any significant SI joint pain. I've had it a couple of times, but nothing significant. And it's been 6 months since my last shot. And so that's a huge change right there. That 50 pounds has made the difference in my butt. As far as, that weight off of my legs, that 50-pound weight, off of my body, my legs, and that my legs have been carrying. I'm only 5'3", has made a significant change in that. So anyways, it's been the last couple of days a roller coaster in my head. Really, really a roller coaster in my head is the only way I can say it, because I'm going through the whole, pat myself on the back because I'm doing so well, to what am I doing? I just want to eat this stuff, but I don't. I just want to eat something, but I'm fine. So, yeah, it's very, very different feeling. But like I said, the numbers are showing how successful I'm being. And, the motivation is there. It's just, I think, let's see, yesterday I had, how many calories did I eat yesterday? I ate, let me get my calculator because my brain doesn't function very well. Let's see, so 515 calories yesterday, and I had 75 grams of protein. And I had 32 ounces of water, which is really bad. So 515 calories in a day. It's not very much. So my brain function is starting to deteriorate. I think I'm losing brain cells. I think I'm losing brain cells. Anyways, I don't know. For those of you who are watching this and who don't know me, who haven't watched my Scrap Lady 530 channel, which is my crafty kind of channel, I'm very quirky. I am quirky, I guess. Yeah, I'm silly. And yeah, you'll get my personality. If you're new to watching this channel, you'll get my personality, because sometimes I'm just like off the wall, strange. Not in a bad way, in a silly way. So anyways, but the pre-op visit, I guess that's another thing. I first had to go to the doctor's office because I have to give myself heparin shots, because they're worried about, because of my immobility, because of my knee. Now my right knee, the knee that's replaced, is really starting to hurt a lot. And my shoulder is so painful today. So painful. So, you know, the doctor wants me to walk like a short distance. He pointed in the hallway, up and back the hallway at the office, 5 times a day, which is really nothing. I can go outside and walk around my backyard, you know, several times, and that'll be more than, and I have to do that at least 5 times a day. And I agreed to do that after surgery, and so I have to get heparin. That's what I was, because I'm not as active as other people. I'm not able to be as active as other people. So I need to give myself heparin shots for 2 weeks, 2 times a day after surgery. So I went to the pharmacy. They called it in because they wanted me to go in for a nurse visit yesterday morning, so that she could show me how to give myself injections, and so that you know, she could check the heparin and the needles to make sure they were the right thing. So when I picked it up at the pharmacy, I said, so this is the heparin and the needles, right? Yep, yep. Okay. It was like $10. Okay, because I have Medicare and I have prescription insurance through that. So I never opened the package. Never even opened it, which I should have. Brought it to the office. Dumped it out. No heparin. Just needles. So I immediately called the pharmacy, and they said, oh, well, they didn't get it ready because they weren't sure if you were going to pick it up. I'm just like, what are you talking about? Oh my gosh. I'm going to pick up the needles, but not the heparin. You're going to give me needles. You're actually going to give me needles when I'm not on insulin, not on any injectables, and you're not going to give me the injectable. Does that make sense to you? Anyways, so the nurse said they practice with saline solution on this little thing anyways, this little poker thing that you practice drawing it up. So we did that, and then I went to my pre-op visit at the hospital. The doctor wanted some labs, just a general metabolic panel, a CBC, and a vitamin D, which I'm deficient in. And who isn't deficient in vitamin D that lives in New England? Probably, you know, 3/4 of the population is deficient in vitamin D. I had been significantly deficient at one point. Like, I had 1/4 of the amount of vitamin D that I needed, that I was supposed to have in my blood. But some people are significantly deficient too. So took the medication. Haven't been as faithful to take the medication every day, but I did fill my pill box last night to make sure that I get it. So I have a feeling it's going to be low again. It was normal. It finally came to normal, but since I haven't been taking it on a regular basis, so I did make sure I put that in my pill. I filled up a week's worth of pills to take my pills at night. And so anyways, they wanted labs, and then I just talked to the nurse, and she just went over my medical history and my medications. A guy from respiratory came in to teach me how to use the name left me, that thing that you take deep breaths and it helps prevent from getting pneumonia. He wanted to see where my what do you call, baseline was. And so he said I was fine baseline. So they want me to do it in the hospital like 10 times an hour, but not all at once. And so anyways, so I got that. I brought my CPAP. They never even looked at my CPAP. So, and then after that, I went shopping because, you know, if I'm out, I don't want to come home because there's food here. So I go shopping. Not spending very much, but I'm a crafter, so I go to the craft stores and Goodwill and things like that. So I did do some shopping yesterday, but today I'm staying home. I have an appointment with my therapist. I see my therapist via Skype, not Skype, but another program like that, because she moved away from me and I didn't want to stop seeing her. So I have that appointment today, which is actually really good because I'll have a lot to talk about and a lot of things that she'll be able to help me through. And then, but for the rest of the day, I'm going to be working in my basement, getting my craft stuff, the craft stuff out of my living room into the basement, getting that all cleaned up. Today and Thursday I'm going to be doing that. Tomorrow I have kind of a busy day. I have my husband has a doctor's appointment in the morning that he wants me to go to. It's a cancer follow-up every 3 months, so he wants me to go with him to that, which I want to go. Sorry. And then I have my hair cut. I have to change my appointment time because I had it scheduled for 9 and his appointment's at 8:30, so I got to change the time. And then I have to pick up my mom at 3 o'clock, I think it is. I have to confirm that. And then I go to her house and spend the evening while my dad goes and volunteers at bingo. She has Alzheimer's and she can't be left alone. So I spend Wednesday evenings with her. So anyways, so that's my day tomorrow. And then Thursday I was going to go visit a friend, but unfortunately, because we're going to Foxwoods on Friday for the weekend, I really can't afford the gas. It's like a 2-hour drive each way to get to her house. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to let her know that I can't go. But after the surgery, 3 weeks after the surgery, I'll probably be able to go. So anyways, that's what's been going on with me. And like I said, lots of emotions this week, lots of things buzzing through my head. Very typical, I'm sure. And I just need to, keep my mind occupied as much as possible, which I will because I have lots to do. So anyways, like I said, 50 pounds down since September, 19 pounds down since the 16th of March in, what did I say? 9 days? 8 days? 9 days? Something like that. I'm 19 pounds down, so yeah, that's huge. And I just, like I said, I just need to get through this stuff in my head because there's a lot. I'm very, sorry. I'm at a loss at this point. But anyways, so that's what's going on with me. I will check back in maybe Thursday or Friday. Definitely before I have surgery. Definitely I'm going to do a video on the day of surgery, before and after. Let you know how I'm doing. And I think that's it for now. I want to thank everyone for their support, for their kindness, all the wonderful comments, and for watching and subscribing. I have had a ton of new subscribers recently on both channels, and I'm ecstatic about that. So I just want to thank everyone for your support and for your kindness. And I hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.